Thinking before I buy potato wedges now, I'm just going to ask if there's salt on them. That way I get like a free sample. They'll give me one to taste for salt. And that will be a determiner because I'm tired of having all the salt on them. I don't want potato wedges with any salt. So maybe I need to find a way to like pre-order or something. It's pretty rare. I mean, Morgan Hill just at Walmart there spoiled me. That was the best one I tasted. It was not too overcooked and it was not salted. That's exactly what I want. I've had this infection on my finger. It's lasted about a week. Just stays red. It got pus yesterday. I don't know why it stays so infected, but I really need to clean that out better. Also gotta admit that my toe fungus seems to have gone away. And that may be a result of using the hydrogen peroxide, because it hasn't come back, and I did do a large amount of hydrogen peroxide on the toes. Does that really work? That's something else. The itch hasn't come back in over a week. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to want to get a bigger bowl. I'm using this bigger bowl, but it's just, this has too many holes in it and things can get through easier. The bowl is slightly bigger than my cereal bowl. And that's a pretty good size. I think I'd almost like to go bigger. I just don't know where I'd keep it in the car, but man, it really saved me money because I do lose food that flips out, and that's a loss, and that's a waste, and I could curb that by getting a bigger bowl. So it can't be a waste of money. I'm just digging deep in my pockets for something like that. But it's all in the need to stop loss, stop waste, flip out waste. Alright, it's close to 3 a.m., 2:44, and I was woken up now by this health problem. My pulse feels like it's on a tight string. I got a real extreme dryness in my throat and my mouth, and I'm not thirsty. So those two things are a strange combination. I think it's some kind of nutritional deficiency in some way. I have in mind that wheatgrass can be a good solution. Not sure. But I need to relieve these problems. The dryness, and then in my heart, this tight string, wiry feeling. Maybe you could call it like a yin deficiency. I really need to read that. The Web That Has No Weaver book. And maybe that can give me good ideas on unbalance. But this dryness, I don't feel thirsty and I'm dry. It's really a bad combination, and I'd like to overcome it. I'm not sure. I just have wheatgrass in mind for some reason. It seems like that would be best. Alright, well, it's looking like this is infected now because it's swelling on both sides. You can see just a little bit of swelling. I'm gonna need to get more hydrogen peroxide. I'm thinking, try to fight that infection. Alright, I put a little hydrogen peroxide on this, and it's not really bubbling at all or doing anything, so the infection is just too deep. Alright, so the only time I've really gotten an immediate value with this copper copper wire, and putting it in my mouth, is for the past few days I've been having difficulty swallowing. It feels like something's been stuck in there. So I just put this in my mouth for a little bit and I can swallow better. It's like the swelling went down. Alright, this is all hard on my tailbone when I want to mix. But I think I'm taking pressure off my tailbone by using this outer rim. I think I want a bigger bowl. Because when I put this bowl around, I'm not paying nearly as much attention to this rim for the the mortar. I don't care if things fall out as much now, so I can kind of like look away, look up, so I can kind of lean back more and look away, and that takes pressure away from the tailbone. Or when I'm not in the highly busy place, I could turn around and lay on my stomach in the back of my car and crush away. This bowl helps. See, it just caught some right there. Things like to fall out easy, especially when I overfill. Okay, why do I have this bloody, just scabby tailbone that's just really struggling? Okay, I think it's several reasons. Okay, the first one is I want to pick on myself. I think I've lost a lot of muscle back there, and that's decreased the cushion between my tailbone and the hard surfaces. Okay, there's that. I haven't been working out. In fact, the way my body's been developing is I'm sucking up. My muscles are just getting smaller, shrinking, and my gut is increasing in size. That's just how it works. If you don't work the lower body, then your gut's gonna expand. All right, there's that. And I have been sitting on a lot of hard surfaces, being very poor. I don't want to carry too much in this car. I'm pretty much loaded as far as I want to go. I sit on a lot of hard surfaces. So, and in public, okay, there's times where I want to lay down, but I can't because it's in public. I'll get somebody to approach me. It's when I'm in a public area, the library or just some business. It's only socially acceptable to sit on your tailbone in a lot of ways, and I'm constantly adjusting and stuff. But the lack of muscle doesn't give me much cushion on hard surfaces, so I'm maybe putting too much pressure on my tailbone with that. But this problem, I've been sitting on hard surfaces for a long time, but I haven't been working out in a long time. It's been very difficult to do that, especially in public. Once again, sitting in public, you got to do it a certain way. Exercising in public, there's certain things that you do that you can't really do. There's things you can't do in public. Exercises like just popping out a few squats in public doesn't work. And I've been in very public areas a lot. I need to get away from them. I'm drawing the public. That's the problem. I'm drawing the public too, in a lot of ways. I'm trying to balance out getting away from public and being a part of it, and it's not exactly easy. But my habits. All right. I mean it's hard to pick on this, but I've been doing a lot of crushing of my food, and in this car it causes me to bend over. And I'm in a fixed position, and I'm thinking I'm just really squatting my tailbone down on the hard part of my car. I tried hammering down that hard part of the car, and I think it did move a little bit, but it's not enough because I'm still bleeding. I'm still keep getting itchiness. That's the one strong indicator of the problem with putting too much pressure on the tailbone is it gets itchy, like blood flow is trying to get back in there and is trying to heal itself. It's not like my tailbone wants to get further damaged and get worse. It's actually actively trying to heal, but it's like my habits are not helping. It could be infected too. That's a challenge. I'm having difficulty. I'm in public. See, if you lived in a home, then you'd have no problem putting hydrogen peroxide on your tailbone in your bathroom or your bathtub. But I'm in the public, so I gotta like wait and look for opportunities to be able to use hydrogen peroxide. It's not easy. I have to look for like the nearby bathroom, and then actually spend time in that bathroom. somebody could walk in at any time and want to use it. So there's a bunch of things I have to consider for my medical intervention for this health problem. It could be infected, but I think the best option is to try to just keep pressure off of the tailbone a lot more. Yeah, keep clothes clean and all that. But yeah, the lack of the reduced strength in my butt muscles that probably are part of the problem.